Yorkie the Barbarian here. Before the founding of House Yorkie, before Yorkshire was even on the books, I and my people were there, the brigands of Brigantia. Now let me take you back to my time in Golarion with Pathfinder Kingmaker. If Maker Varn doesn't have the manners to show when he's invited me to his place, I'm gonna leave. Really don't have anything to do, so I'm just gonna mess around a little bit. See what we can do. Personally, I think this whole area needs avoiding right now. Have a rest.
Clashing swords, hours despairing, vows made in silence, hoping and daring. That rhyme is rubbish. I know all the words. Why is it so hard to put them together?
It wasn't exactly epic rap battles, was it now? What's in here?
We do it my way.
Wyvern. Ancient Wyvern. I won't be so sure about that, Yorkie.
Serves you right.
Shouldn't have assumed this was a walkover now, should I?
I'll cut you.
Considerably provoked.
Taste my fury.
Oh, what are you doing? Well, we won. Bit rough, that. We have to go back and do it again. This time, we don't assume it's a pushover. It's winnable, but it ain't no pushover.
Please, do tell.
What troubles you?
Actually, I'm much more interested in these. Get rid of the poison as well. Not limited, at least.
Together we stand. Aperane sentes. Inimosi tradisi. Ona adayanon. Ona Adayana. Our time has come.
I won't let you down.
Ba er riti. Ba er riti. Ba er riti. Ba er riti.
Right, now then.
I won't be halted.
So it's a bit better equipped, innit? Make sure we keep it like that.
Strike as one. Ba er riti.
Move her down. Lindsay, get down here. You don't have your song going, do you? I'm a silly bugger.
Out of my way!
Taste my fury.
I'll cut you.
Consider me provoked.
Go in and at the dog.
Do not hold back.
Serves you right.
Oh, I forgot to put your song on. I'm a silly ball bugger. Right, get the wrath going.
Run them through!
This is going to hurt.
You missed. It's not going to hurt if you miss, is it now?
Die for me.
This is for you! You deserved it.
Let's hear you cry.
Much easier with buffs. Alright, you need one of them. Oh, and someone needs archery boots. That's charisma +4. That's wisdom. Suppose you can use charisma too, can you? The head of this necklace becomes immune to fatigue and exhaustion. $2d6 damage per round. You can have that. There. Nice.
We do it my way.
Looks like that's about it. Now. Continue heading back to home. Especially with Edge looking a bit the worse for wear there. Something's going on at home. Good. Enter throne room. Rusty Dog, success. Let's see, treasure drop the contract. Nice. Testimony of loyalty, success. Ceremony with the council organised was a success. Devastating raid, success. The troops of barony have located the den where the slaves are hiding. Nice. Ransom Road, built. Created illusion. Progress in building the road until the Aldori lost interest in watching over the project. Amazing discovery. Troublemakers need sorting out. And refugees need sorting out. See if we can do that. Just first of all, go back here, troublemakers. You can do that. We'll give you a point. Unknown troublemakers are spurring the people to rebel against their ruler. Grumblings of popular discontent can be heard in the capital. Advisors should either answer their rabble rousers or nip the rebellion in the bud. Refugees? Oh, you can't. Well, we don't get to it, I suppose. You're all busy. You all want to rank up. Success, military level 2. Refugees failed, community loses 3. Troublemakers community gains 3, nicely done. Doomsayer scarce townsfolk. You're researching that. What do we have here? Well, let's see what we've got. Who is this idiot? Judging by his flared nostrils and furrowed brow, something has upset Jod greatly. Your Grace, I have here one of your subjects. He goes by the name Remus. We caught him spreading false prophecies, sowing fear among your people. Can't have that. The old man before you is clad in tattered rags. His grey hair and beard are filthy and matted. Judging by the smell, he has not bathed in some time. Perhaps years. And you have to fight the urge to cover your nose. Obviously, the old man picks at his beard in silence. You're not certain he even knows where he is. Jod straightens his face, flushing. As if that wasn't enough, Ere still forgive my words. This prophet blasphemed against the deities, proclaiming we must bow to some false god. At the mention of God, the old man shudders and his eyes go almost feverish. The goddess will rise from the forest, from the swamps. You've cut down the trees and drained the marshes, but I haven't drained any marshes. But she will take no more of this. All she needs to repent, and she will grant you a swift death. Your Grace, you have to deal with this madman. Yeah, it seems like he's trying to threaten me. He's going to die. I'm the only sane person in the city. Oh, shut up. We already met just outside Oleg's trading post, remember? If Miss Kuchov doesn't mind a look, it seems at a loss. Remus, by insulting the gods and defying your ruler. Yeah. You've committed treason. The sentence is death. Take him away. Large penalty, your grace, but a just one. Anyone who preaches fear and causes discord must face the consequences. Jod bows, signalling the end of the conversation. People drumming up fear. For a new barony, for goodness sake. Why would you look at that Svetlana sent you a letter? It seems she's worried about old Bokken. This letter is very emotional. Let's get the Camelance. We do have another region to do as well. One of those two. Rusty dogs again. That's an opportunity, not worried. Problem, mysterious cult. Alright, you need to be on that one. Mysterious weed. You need to be on that one. You need to be on that one. No, hang on. Weren't you on the other edge? You can be on there, rusty dogs. Nah. Got that claimed. Lost the opportunity. Lost the opportunity. Lost the opportunity. Rusty dog solved. Ancient curse upon us. Visitor. General. Treasurer. Restoration of Bronze Shield Fortress. You can start on with that, Reg. A plump man in his 30s approaches you. His hair's untidy. He don't look all that plump. Maybe a bit, not much. His hair's untidy, road dust covers his worn clothes, and his boots have seen better days. The stranger speaks with an unusually high-pitched voice. Your Grace, I demand justice. You demand, do you? Crime in the barony is on the rise. The man shakes his clenched fist, then drops his hands helplessly. In open daylight, I was tricked, robbed, and if that weren't enough, humiliated. A gang of local thugs tricked me into trusting them. They found out about my possessions and disappeared with my treasures. I sent them to the island of Candlemere some time ago, and they just vanished into thin air. I beg you find these scoundrels and retrieve my treasure. I'll pay you a handsome sum to be sure these villains will be brought to justice. Who are you? I'm Willis Gilderson, Your Grace. I'm a scientist, an explorer, an adventurer, and a renowned expert in treasures and artifacts of virtually every era and culture. Jubilost eyes Willis up and down. So many titles for a single piece of mediocrity. Willis blushes and pretends he just noticed the name. Sir Nathrop? You're here? What a nice surprise. Oh really, in case you hadn't noticed, I've been here from the start. Or perhaps after the open lecture in the Pharologos in Absalom, you've lost not only your SD of mind, but also your eyesight. Willis straightens his jacket indignantly and lifts his chin. I can see your manners have improved since we last met. Well, happily, I no longer consider you the beacon of knowledge you once were. You can joke however you like. I'm above such discourse. Jubilos grins. The only thing that puts you above me is your size, Willis. And even that isn't so impressive for a human. Willis' face turns dark and his eyes start to twitch. Pressing his lips tight, he turns back to you. You don't seem like a local. Why would you keep those possessions of yours on the island in the middle of Candlelia Lake? Willis bites his lip, as if caught doing something wrong. Well, see, those aren't exactly my possessions right now. It's just I learned from the locals about the ruins of an ancient temple on the island. Everyone knows where there's a temple, there's always hope of some treasure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you believe that some sacred relics from the temple of an unknown deity belong to you. By what right? By the right of founding. You ain't found nothing. I dug up all the stories about the temple. I hired the crew. I pointed out where to start the search. Besides, no, I'm done. No one ever really goes there anyway. There aren't many volunteers willing to visit a cursed island. Yeah, you ain't gone. Noticing the change in your face, Willis restrains himself. Oops, I'm talking gibberish. Heard some gossip somewhere, and here I am spilling it out on you. The man utters a phony giggle, then gulps. It's nothing, your grace, just a big fat load of nothing. Some empty talk about someone sacrificing someone else there. And as for the ghostly lights, I'm sure there's a rational explanation. Guess that's all I need to know. I'll figure it out. You just go away now. I'll figure it out, but I ain't giving you nothing. Listen, Yorkie the Barbarian, remember about recruitment? Well, I did that. We have the numbers, but there's no one to command them. Ringas spits through his fangs. We need to find someone these dimwits will fear and obey. Me alone is not enough. You know, we should make commanders, not those boneheads from Prevor who dance around with their pig stickers. No, we should hire spellcasters instead. Our regular bonebreaker troops won't whisper a word against a wizard. They're too afraid of getting lightning thrown in their face. And just imagine what terror they'll bring to the battlefield. Not like those sword lords. Coral mop the floor with them. I'm with you, Reg. Great. A couple of fried troublemakers and the rest of your soldiers will be in line. I brought a petitioner with me, Le Martinch, a famous expert on everything regarding alcohol and beverages and which feature it. Our impatient guest wants to very much speak to you in person and tell you about his project. The halfling before you looks young, but his sharp eyes, framed by slight wrinkles, gives away the petitioner's considerable age. Layman nods politely, sweeping the floor with his beret and showing off an emerging bald spot. My respects, Baron. I beg your forgiveness for how boldly I sought our meeting. I could hardly trust anyone with my fate, my beloved new child, which appeared to me in a waking dream, as if I walked your lands. You see, I was travelling through on my way to Brevoy, and to my surprise I discovered a most curious detail. Turns out that many spicy and bitter herbs which I and my colleagues use in our work grow wild in these lands. Wineberry, goatweed, gentian. Lamar bends his fingers, enumerating the plants, then waves his hands. These names tell you nothing, but to me, for this much rich list, is a splendid palette. The foundation upon which a true masterpiece is being built. Your Grace, I once imagined settling in Brevoy, but your lands have truly inspired me. And now my greatest dream is to open a shop in this very capital, with a bouquet you can easily gather nearby. I can easily create a new beverage. True ambrosia for any halfling. Only one thing is holding me back, lack of financial resources. I hope that now, upon hearing my request, you and your respected treasurer will not refuse to humble an artisan with a little assistance, of course in exchange for future percentage. Lamar bows deeply once again. I shall eagerly await your decision. You want to hear my opinion? This business will fail. Halfling alcohol is like fruit juice for the other races. Nothing like your dwarfish stout. You want to take a risk and put your money on halfling drunkards? Well, It's your barony and your business, but remember, you give this trader the money he asks for, and tomorrow there'll be 10 more at the gate just like him. I hear you, Jubilos, but we're giving it. Just like that, without considering the risk. No, I considered them. Because it's entirely up to you, that's right. But I remind you that the money belongs to the estate. Who's this? Dragon, a young dwarf in worn-out clothes, shows you a scroll of fine paper with an expensive seal. He speaks ceremoniously like a herald. Greetings, my name is Dragon Waradash. I come to you, your grace, with a request. To be precise, to receive compensation. The Road of Shields used to run through these lands. It was built, among others, by my ancestors, members of the noble Waradish clan. This means they still own it, even though they were driven from these lands. Well, that's not much ownership, is it? According to all law, if a bandit takes my father's house and kills him, the house still belongs to me. So I've come for what's mine. Here, take a look. The scroll contains a list of expenses for building the Road of Shields. The cost of laying the stone, draining, cutting fire breaks, and so on. You and your people have lived for a long time on lands that lawfully belong to my people, making free use of the fruits of someone else's labour. Would you now please pay for the work my ancestor did? I, Dragon Waradash, humbly demand compensation for those who are no longer able to collect it. Not going to do much good then, is it? I do not ask for gold. It's better that you give me a house with a shop, which will cost as much as the sum in the scroll. See, I'm a blacksmith. Actually, having a blacksmith on hand could be useful. And I'm used to earning my living honestly. I can't work without a shop. As soon as I get what's mine, I'll open the shop right away. Yeah, I would say hang him because he's a cheeky rat, but we could do with a blacksmith. So that's that dealt with. Could support the treasurer, but I don't think that's a good move right now. Right, we're going to finish up with a trip to... Where are we? I think it said to get there, didn't it? Bit concerned about Reg there. Actually, I'm gonna rest and then we'll go there. That'll clear that death thing and get everything hooked back up right. Let's just make sure. Shield of Faith again. Another resist energy communal might do nice. Summon Nature's Ally. Cure critical. Protection from. Right. Quick rest. And out we go. Out we go. Quick trip to the bald hilltop. See if we are wanted there or not. What's this? It's snowy.
Onwards!
And there's nothing here. Alright, well. That's life then. That's life. Well, there's not exactly a whole lot to do here right now. Which means we'll take a break and come back to it next time. See you on.